Hello, my Cancer friends, and welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. I'm Teresa, and I have a reading ready for you for the week of August 25th through the 31st. And the first thing I wanted to start with on our reading today was the pendulum word of the week that I got for you from Spirit. And this is a word that we'll need to, that I'll have you ponder on as the course of the week goes by. You may already know what this word means to you and why it's important to you. If not, the tarot cards or the oracle cards may bring this to light, or maybe it will come to you as we go through the course of the week. But your word is lightness. So we'll be using that as our touchstone to start off our reading. And I will then pull some oracle. We're going to start with the tarot cards. The tarot cards that you're going to be using for your reading this week are from the Sanctus Concordia Tarot. These are really pretty cards. And I'm pulling 7 cards, 1 card for each day of the week. They may not align with, this card means for this day and all of that, but they could. But they could just paint a story of the week. So your first card, well, let me go ahead and turn them over so I can see how they all look together, see what the big picture is. We have 2 major arcana cards and swords, wands, and pentacles. We don't have any water energy. So maybe that will come through in the oracle cards. But your first card of the week is the 9 of Swords. This is a card of worry and anxiety. This can be something that you're toward the end of a cycle of your life, because you're getting to the end of the swords. You're at the 9 of Swords. You are worried, you're anxious about something. Maybe something is very heavy on your mind. So that's how things are starting off this week. The next card that we have after that is the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a card of time out, of rest and repose. So you're going to have some relief from this, because this is like losing sleep. This is like not being able to rest at all because you're anxious. But rest is on its way. Sometimes this is a forced timeout. So if you don't take the time yourself to carve out of your week for you to get some rest and to relax and to nurture yourself, then the universe will give you that time by giving you a summer cold, or throwing your back out, or who knows what could happen. But it's best to choose to take some of that time and rest. Okay, next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is somebody who is very excited about a new adventure, about learning something new, about taking some new action, some new, maybe a new business venture, or new adventure, something that you're excited about, going on a trip or learning something new. But this is something new, somebody eager and taking the actions that they need in order to, to advance in that. They're optimistic, they're excited, and so hopefully those feelings will be coming to you after, starting off with these heavier feelings. The next card that we have is a great card for the Page of Wands to lead into, because the way they look on my tabletop here is like this. The Page of Wands is looking into this magician energy. Page of Wands is excited about learning something new, and the magician is about to create something new. The magician has he knows how to make magic. He's got all of the tools and resources and ideas, and he knows how to put them into practice. This is a card of focus. This is where you will be focusing, and you just really want to put your head down and make some progress on whatever it is that you're cooking up. And the next card is a success card. It's a 6 of Pentacles, and this is a card of reciprocity. It's a card of giving and receiving. If you have resources to give, then you're giving. If you need resources, then the people around you are able to provide them for you. It's just one of those cards where everything is functioning well. In a team sort of setting, this is everybody pulling their weight, giving what they have to contribute, and taking the help that they need from their teammates. The next card speaks to the ultimate success of all of this. It's a 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is the accumulation of wealth and abundance. This can sometimes be an inheritance card. They think about it, it's called an inheritance card. It's familial wealth, but it can be just regular abundance that you worked for and you achieved over the course of time. And then we end the week on a wonderful new beginning, and that is the Fool. The Fool is optimistic, excited, ready to start a brand new adventure. The Fool is trusting and at peace with just jumping off the edge of a cliff and knowing that the universe has their back. So this is definitely a sense of relief after feeling like this earlier. So if you're in this space right here, this is coming. It's just going to take, some rest, some work, some creation. So I like the looks of that week. I love it. Okay, so we'll get one more tarot card to kind of wrap it all up into a little bow, and you get the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is the card of following established wisdom. So all of this, the path that you have laid out before you this week is, it can be achieved by following that established wisdom. It does tell a cohesive story, those cards together. And the Hierophant just says to follow the path that is laid before you. Color inside those lines that is laid there, and you'll achieve that success and have that exciting new beginning. So that is a great reading. I love the looks of it. All right, so now we'll pull a few oracle cards as well. The first one will be a personal predictions oracle from Trish James, and yours is be brave and deal with it. So I think that definitely is a great way for starting off. If you are feeling this sense of anxiety or deep concern, then being brave and dealing with it helps to make the time pass. It helps to get through it. You can do this. So just being brave is almost always good advice. The next card is from the Connections Oracle, also from Trish James. This oracle is it's a unique deck that is designed to help people get in tune with their mediumship capabilities. If you have any sense of being able to see on the other side of the veil, then this deck is supposed to help develop that. Your card, so whatever card you get, it may be, you may intuit it as a message from somebody that you're thinking of on the other side of the veil, somebody who's already passed away. Yours is assistance, spirit guide, and the medium messages were here to help you. So if you've had somebody on your mind who has passed away, they're telling you, I'm here to help you. I'm right here. I am your spirit guide and I am here to assist. So all you have to do is just ask. I can't meddle in your affairs unless you ask me for assistance. And if you do, and I'm able to help, then I will. So your the person who's been on your mind who passed away either recently or somebody who passed away a long time ago who has been coming to your mind, maybe during some of these sleepless nights, their message is, I'm here to help. Okay, then your next card is from the, let me see here. This is from the Oracle of Mythic Heroes deck, which is super not my style. I'm not this. I would never pick this up on my own. Other than I've been thinking lately that there's nobody coming to save us in this crazy time that we're living in. It's become abundantly clear nobody is coming to help. We need to be our own superheroes. So this deck, I liked the look of the cover of it. It just had that sort of Superman sort of feel. And so I got it with the idea of these heroes helping us save ourselves. And yours is Paris. You get indecision. So Paris, I was reading in this the book when I got the deck about these because I missed all of this gods and goddesses stuff when I went through school. I was not paying attention. Paris was a son of King Priam of Troy, and a prophet foretold that if he was allowed to live, then he would be the downfall. He would cause the downfall of the city of Troy. Well, his parents had, they're like, well, whatever, he's our kid, we're going to raise him. And so they did. And he had everything that he wanted. He never wanted for anything. But he took up the duties of a prince and everything. But he had a hard time making decisions. One day, 3 goddesses appeared to him, and they were, each more beautiful than the next. They were Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena. And they were all, sort of tempting him. And he's like, I can't decide. And so they realized that, I think it was Aphrodite that realized he's not going to make a decision. He's not going to choose. So let's bribe him. So they decided to give him a bribe, and whatever prize he accepted would be the woman who, would become, his partner or whatever, and or who would win this contest. And he really still had a hard time deciding between the bribes that they offered him, but then he finally just blurted out that he would take the most beautiful woman in the world. That was one of the offers. And it turned out that the most beautiful woman of the world was Helen of Troy. And she was married to the king of Sparta. And in choosing her, He began the war that would end in the city of Troy's destruction. So, the prophecy came true. So when Paris shows up in your reading, you're supposed to notice your indecisive and hesitant qualities within yourself. Maybe that is some of what's been causing these sleepless nights. And moments of indecisiveness can occur when we're being too logical and overly relying on other people's input. So when we do that, we're neglecting our intuition. And so you're being called on to lean into your intuition, listen to those gut feelings that you may have. Bringing in experts and listening to the people around you, that's all great, but you may be leaning too much on that logic and not enough on your intuition or that gut feeling. So, anyway, it says, whatever makes your soul happy and aligns with your higher purpose. When you've nurtured the self with core beliefs in the bigger picture, we naturally gain a clearer view of our path forward. And then another aspect of the story is that sometimes there's no wrong choice. There's no right choice necessarily. You just need to make a choice. And you just, whatever decision that you make is going to wind up being the right decision. Follow what your heart yearns for, even if it means you're choosing neither. Any answer could be your right answer as long as it comes from you wielding your own intuition. So that is a great message. Now we'll conclude your reading with a Dreamweaver Oracle. And the card that you get is Time to Feed the Hungry Heart. The fact that you don't have any water energy in here and you are Cancer tells me this is the card you needed. It's time to feed your hungry heart. You need to feed, that's the wrong book. Let's feed that hungry heart. The number is 25. And it says, the keywords here were timeout. So that timeout and self-care, a need to regroup and replenish, and nourishment. There are times when you work so hard and move so fast, juggling so many things and putting others first, that you don't remember to take care of yourself. When this happens, you start to feel burned out. You might resist this knowledge and force yourself through exhaustion to prove that you're a hero, to show how far you can push yourself. After all, it's impressive being the too busy one, the one who handles it all, isn't it? Well, the universe is not impressed at all. But can I relate to this? I have my moon is in Cancer, so I am totally relating to this. Did you know that the world will continue to spin if you take some time to take care of yourself? Do you remember what kinds of books or shows you love to explore for the sake of fun? You must build yourself up with stories of hope and redemption, love and goodness, and triumph and truth if you want to write it into your own story. So maybe you need a hot bath and a good cry, or not. Maybe you need a hug from a pet. Maybe you need to dance just for the sake of it. A walk where you don't bring your list of to-dos with you. You can accomplish so much more if you decide to include rest, relaxation, fun, spending quality time with your loved ones, healthy food, and lots of self-love into your menu. It's time to feed your hungry heart. Feed it with love. Well, that is a great way to end our day. It is time to feed your hungry heart. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful week and that I see you in my next reading. Bye now. Be well.